Now over here, I have a 66 SS 396 Super Sport Chevelle. It's got the big block motor in it. It's a 68 motor out of a 68 Camaro SS. About as close as I'm going to come, I guess, to a correct year motor without spending a lot of big bucks trying to track down a 66 block. I've had this car for about 27 years, somewhere in there. Post on it so you can see it a little bit better. This one runs really good. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's 4-speed. The original 331 Posi rear end. Pretty much all original other than the motor being in it that's out of the 68. And, you know, the fact it's got a cam, some good size headers and a Holly on it. The 2 is also a California car, and actually as I got online and checked out the VINs between the two, they were all built at the same plant and only about 2 weeks apart. So that was kind of neat to find that out. But if you need to look up the VIN numbers on your Chevelles, you can go to chevelles.com, and they've got a link that'll take you to a website that'll decode your VINs and tell you where it was built, when it was built, what number it was coming off the assembly line. I've got the classic plate registered to this one. Also underneath, it's really clean. Can't see the exhaust as well on this one as you can the other one, but it's pretty much rust-free also. Had a few little pinholes in the trunk that were fixed, but other than that, it's still all the original sheet metal. It gets up and goes. Here it is sitting next to the regular Malibu, as you can see from the back. The difference in the trim packages on them, as well as a little bit of a pull spot on that bumper on the Malibu. It's been that way. I just never replaced it. Coming back down, I'll pop the hood. I've got some of the trim off in it. I'm going to repaint it. I just never have yet. I just don't seem to ever want to tear it down because it's still decent and I can still drive it. And that's about the only reason I haven't tore it down to do a frame off on it. Once I tear into it, I'm going to have to just keep on going. So we go here's a look at the motor. I've got an aluminum radiator. Only reason being is I originally had the original 4-core. I went through 2 of them. I'm running a 454 water pump on it, so it sits kind of close to the radiator, and I've done a couple big hole shots, and one time when I went to slow down, I hit the brakes a little quick, and the fan hit the radiator and chewed it up. Another time I was making some adjustments on the carburetor, and had a wrench sitting on top of the radiator that vibrated off, hit the fan. I had aluminum flex fan at that time, and it bent the blade outward and cut the whole center of the radiator right out. So I ended up buying an aluminum radiator, which it actually runs a lot cooler. And got that actually online on eBay. At the time, it's been a few years now. Kind of takes away a little bit of the original look under the hood, as well as I guess the headers and the chrome Velcros would too. But it's got the Elderbrock torquer, cross port type intake, 650 dual feed, which is a really nice carb on this, just about perfect for the motor. I could probably go with 700, but this is a little easier on the gas. I did have a 780 on it, dual feed, dual pump, and it was just too much. Took a quarter tank of gas, just about it felt like to go across town. I'm going to step back now and start this up for you. You can tell by the sound, you can hear the cam, good sized cam. Also that shroud that I got around the fan, that actually came off a 56 Chevy. Fit pretty good under here because I didn't have a whole lot of space for the original one. Just had to drill a couple of holes in a different spot on that shroud, but it worked good. Running that 454 water pump kind of takes up some space in the front of the motor. These used to have a short water pump, and that's the long style, but I didn't have all the alternator brackets, and 454 set up to like a 350, so it made for a lot easier hookup for the alternator and everything. Now I'm back, and you'll be able to hear the exhaust from behind the car. As you can tell, looks like the blinker's on. I hear it pretty good back here. At least I can. I'm not sure what it sounds like on film, but you could say it's a pretty good running car. Open up the doors here. I'm going to peek inside and see it's 4-speed. Borg and Warner Super T10. The original bucket seats and interior, other than a couple of the door panels. Headliner. I got the dome light cover off on it up there just because the dome light sometimes stays on, so I just unhooked the bulb and just never put the cover back on. Doors all set really nice. As you see the car, it's really clean. Been a car I've had for a long, long time. Close to 27 years. And there we have it. A 66 Chevelle SS 396. I hope you enjoyed watching them and looking at them. I'm going to set this one down. And there we have it. That's the 66 SS 396. 66 two-door hardtop. As you can tell by the front grills, there's a substantial difference in it. Same grills, one's just painted black and has the SS emblems. On the Malibus, they just left them chrome. They actually had some lines in them that were black, but I buffed all the lines out and just left it solid chrome. Well, thanks a lot for looking, and hopefully I'll post some more stuff on here, some other vehicles and whatnot from time to time.